I moved out of home when I was 15 to make branding approachable and interesting for these people. Because at the end of the day, India needs a lot of its Apple moments when we talk about innovation. I self-published my own poetry book when I was and printed it actually.
As long as it's close to our heart, as long as it
Yeah.
serves the purpose, it works.
It works.
From venturing into the world of policy politics in her early 20s to carving a creative space for herself where innovation meets storytelling. With over a decade of experience spanning the Chief Minister's office in Gujarat for Shri Narendra Modi in 2012 to the MyGov portal and many more global policy platforms, Prerita is the founder for the Purple Blue House, a brand and communication studio for breakthrough innovators. Prerita, welcome to the show.
Hi Riddhi, thank you so much for having me over. And
So-
namaste to your viewers.
And as Pranita already knows, and all of you also know, that the show follows the themes for किस्से कहानी and किरदार. You know, हम literature में एक चीज पढ़ते थे that कहानियां अलग अलग जगह शुरू होती है. When it comes to Prerita's life, her entrepreneur journey somehow started in the middle. It's a in medias res बोलते हैं literature के अंदर. And when she was at IIM going through an executive program, that's when there was a turning point in her life. And today in our show, I would like to start from the turning point.
Okay.
So first, tell us a little bit about Purple Blue House.
Before I start, you know how excited I was to wear a sari for this show. That's the most exciting part of this. Okay. So your question is about where Purple Blue House started. It was never planned, honestly speaking. I was happily doing a job in Mumbai at a media startup backed by Jio called News, and of course, the job somewhere had reached a point where I ended up doing things which probably I wouldn't want to do 10 years down the line. So I wanted to reinvent the wheel. And I applied for this executive program at IIM Ahmedabad, which is called the Creative and Cultural Business Program,
Okay.
specifically designed for creative entrepreneurs.
Okay.
One thing led to the other. I moved back to Delhi and started getting projects, social media projects. But the whole idea was that, you can't just end up becoming another agency. So we're very conscious, and in our conversations, I also mentioned that we're very conscious we don't use the word agency. And we also don't even, in fact, use the word marketing, although we do some functions which are marketing, because at the end of the day, we call ourselves a brand communication studio. And and we started off with something called as SciArt, which is blending science and art, a SciArt-driven brand communication studio. And the history of SciArt is, of course, I belong to a family of scientists and I never pursued science.
Now
Maths से तो मुझे डर
that's
लगता था.
beautiful. that makes the two of us.
Maths से तो मुझे डर लगता था.
Well,
But I wanted to blend both of the worlds.
I'll go back to the IIM Ahmedabad course. Did a formal education, a formal course like that actually help you in not just starting off something, but does that classroom teaching experience also shaped you beyond, despite having a good enough professional experience?
So, yes and no, because I'll tell you why. At the end of the day, this program wasn't a formal degree, very honestly speaking. It was more of an incubation program, and it was designed in a way that it was a journey of self-discovery. And I quote my professors with giving them due credit. They built it on this foundation, which I spoke also, is that you need to establish your exceptionalness, rarity, and authenticity as a creative business, which is ERA. They call it an ERA model. It was designed in a way they never told you what to do. It's just you need to think about creativity, think about thinking. That's what is lacking in today's society as well.
So it gives you the right push.
Push. You give it a right nudge, and that's what is very important. And when you're surrounded by exceptional creative entrepreneurs, like some of them had already established their business and they were just reinventing the wheel, you automatically feel that, oh, this is...
And actually reinventing the wheel is a very
It's very crucial.
difficult as well as a crucial point in anybody's professional journey.
Absolutely.
Some people get that awakening moment a little late in their life. Sometimes we get it early. So Prerita was working with Chief Minister Modi at that time, as
Right.
we should call,
Right.
and now, of course, Prime Minister Modi. So that's something that's going to be a living room discussion. कि जब मैंने वहाँ काम किया था. So please do tell us the experience that shaped you as a professional today. Because for me, I know that your first jobs, your first mentors, the
Right.
foundation of your
Right.
career is actually set there.
It happens rarely that you get a ikigai moment from the very beginning of your career. And this is for the first time I'm actually publicly speaking about that part of my life, and I will भूल चूक हो जाए लीडर से मैं माफी मांगती हूँ पहले से ही. I've been an ant in that journey. And when I say ant, because there are millions and lakhs of people, and I'm very, very conscious about it, who've done exceptional work
True.
in that field. And at that point of, especially because our country was at a juncture which you also know, given your background, that again we wanted to reinvent the wheel. We
Right.
wanted to build that self confidence,
Right.
and someone like Mr. Modi gave that self confidence. So
Right.
no matter if you align with his political ideology or not, what truly stands out, and that is what shapes, like you said, those first few
Yeah, those
experiences.
foundation years,
Yeah,
very important.
is his discipline, his work ethic. He still runs, he operates like a CEO. He doesn't operate like a, I mean, when it comes to his administration skills. One thing which I'll always keep in my memory is that the documents which were sent to him late in the evening, he would be campaigning throughout till late night. Early in the morning, before you are at your desk, the documents will be with you with some remarks. And not just remarks, he would also point out something which is missing. And I've sort of, those are my keepsakes for life. I'll probably show it to my, if at all I have grandchildren, the
This is a
stories for my
story for future
grandchildren.
generations for sure.
And when you speak about strategy, strategy is very loosely used as a word. And this is something, again, I am Gyan.
Yeah.
कि
हम
strategy is not actually planning. Strategy is about making the right choices. So when you're defining your career, किस बात को ना बोलना है, that is what shaped it, I think. So yeah, that's about the journey there.
Two takeaways from what Prerita just said was A, being an ant, and B, the extreme, being the leader. Both contributions matter a lot, and both contributions shape the way she is today. The fact that he was leading and he leads as a person who can make an impact even on a journey of an ant, and an ant taking forward that discipline to what she is doing today, and the fact that यू हैव कहते हैं ना सहेज के रखना. हम कुछ कहानियां सहेज के रखते हैं, कुछ एक्सपीरियंसेस सहेज के रखते हैं, और कुछ लर्निंग्स होती है जो हमारे पास लाइफ लॉन्ग रहती है. One more thing I'm very curious about, and you just mentioned it in passing, that you come from a very scientific background. No, by scientific background, I mean, both your parents are scientists. So what were dining table conversations like?
Yeah.
So please tell me, first part of it is, how was childhood? How was growing up years? Were there ever questions raised, eyebrows raised on the choices you made in life?
Okay. I first of all, the eyebrows were never raised by my parents. Never
Nice.
ever, because
Nice.
that's the, I've been very blessed that way. My childhood has been a very mixed bag, because my parents, I of course was born in Pune, and my parents pursued a postdoctoral fellowship in the US. So my kindergarten was in the US. Then I came back. I was for a year in Pune. Then most of my schooling happened in Ahmedabad. My father was working for a very prominent pharma company in Ahmedabad, and my mother was briefly in a more scientific career, but then moved on to an academic, more teaching career. And my family also comes from a background of social workers from the RSS, and that has shaped the way, again, a lot of things. The conversations were never about science, art, but were more about how I get the right exposure, always. How I remain rooted, my value system remains rooted in India, but yet I always have a global vision and a global aspiration which I look up to. Nowhere there have been any
Questions on the choice
questions
or
on my career
conflicts.
choices. I moved out of home when I was 15, which was a huge step, especially
Of course,
you
I'm
you
sure.
are like a family, typical upper middle class family would
Yeah.
think that, oh, why?
Yeah.
And but my parents were very, and you have to stay alone, even though I was moving to Pune.
Hmm.
You have to stay alone. You have to stay by yourself. I was staying as a paying guest, of course, and even though I had family in Pune. So this is the kind of upbringing I've come from, that I
And how
have
did
to.
staying alone at 15 shape you?
Wow. It was scary. I'm saying this publicly. It was overwhelming. I made a bunch of mistakes that हो जाता था कुछ, manage करना नहीं आता था. But I think
And this is what year, Pranita?
this will be 2006. Yeah, this would be 2006. I was 15, 16. So junior college was also in Pune, because back in the days, of course, now there are much more options. Pursuing humanities seriously wasn't a possibility. You wouldn't get the right peer circles, even if you would get a right uh, school. So yeah.
Right. What were you more inclined towards when it comes to creative expression? Were you into writing? How would you express your creative
I really
journeys?
love this
Design?
question because yeah, I never thought about it. Even when you sent a brief to me, I was remembering my first creative pursuit when I was probably in fourth standard. I uh, I don't know if you recall, Microsoft had this software called Microsoft Publisher as well back in the days.
Yeah,
Of
yeah,
course,
yeah.
they did away with it.
Ah,
I self-published my own poetry book when I was, and printed it. Actually, I unfortunately don't even have it.
so
From a collection of 10 poems or something like
I wish
that.
you
And
could find it.
yeah, no, I wish I could find it, and I've been remembering about it quite often these days. But probably that was so. Yeah, I've been more of a writer. Unfortunately, for the last, ever since I started working, I don't know how many instances of writing have happened since then. I'm trying to get back to it. I'm doing this routine, a ritual, which I'm encouraging my team to also do. It's called they're typically called as morning pages, but वो morning में लिखना होता नहीं है. We call it anytime pages. You just write whatever comes to your mind.
Nice.
Yeah.
Very
And
nice.
without any judgment of publishing it or thinking about publishing it. You can publish it, of course, but
Mhm.
it's slightly different from journaling, because it's not just about your thoughts,
Right.
but find those subjects or prompts you want to write about.
That's a cue you can take back to your workplace.
Yeah.
So I was going through your LinkedIn and I stumbled upon the Purple Blue House LinkedIn page, and there was this board that they have in the office, and every Monday they have a
Oh,
small
Somvar intent.
huddle, Somvar intent sort of a thing where they have. It looks like a usual board, of course, but it has some colorful post-its, and they're supposed to. I'd let Prerita tell, because I was very curious that I'll go back and do it at thought and a
Thank you
dot.
for asking that
So please
question.
do.
My team would love that, because they make it such a creative process that they write down. They use different color pens, and I
Yeah.
also do that, of course. So we don't just do Somar intent. We also call it 1% daily 1%
Yeah,
intent.
exactly. That's what it was.
Yeah,
Daily
daily
1%
1% intent. So there is a lot of these performance management experts say that you should be, and of course this is something my gym coach would also say to me, that you need to get 1% better every day, and it doesn't happen every day. It's realistically not possible.
Right.
Sometimes you go down the drain,
Right.
but the intent should be that. And so when we say 1% intent, we talk about how we'll get 1% better at something than before, be it the previous day or previous week. And so our intent is mainly about gratitude plus intent. So gratitude is about expressing what good things happened in the last week.
Nice.
And a little bit of a journaling exercise, and 1% intent is that
But it's
what
work journaling. More journaling.
it's work journaling. So even our review mechanisms are very collaborative. So it's not me, the only person who's conducting reviews. I try to keep it in a way that the feedback comes from everywhere. So we have a very small team, 4 5 people. So everyone gives everyone feedback. So yeah.
What do you look for when you're looking for people in the team? And the second part of this question is, what do you also look for, or how do clients find you?
I think, okay, I'm going to be, I have already been a little bit vulnerable about talking about how scared I was, but I'm going to be a little more vulnerable when I talk about my entrepreneurial journey. And this happened this year itself. When it comes to hiring, what I look for, a couple of bad reviews about me as an employer made me to reflect that, am I attracting the right kind of people? And I know I'm taking a little spiritual and philosophical context.
नहीं ठीक है
Yeah,
चलेगा. I think
there.
we are emotional leaders.
Yeah.
So-
And I think I think creativity and spirituality, which we can address later, are very
yeah. Connected.
interconnected
Yeah,
in many
they are.
ways. So it's not just about what I seek in them, but what they are
What
seeking,
they seek in
in
very
me.
true.
And I am reflecting more and more on that, very honestly speaking. And when it comes to thinking about attracting the right kind of people, I'm trying to be the kind of person I want to work with, or I want to be with also when it comes to professional relationships.
Very nice.
So that is the deep work I'm doing on myself, or trying to do, attempting to do. Of course, I'm failing every day and trying to get
Now,
to
how are you
get.
keeping up with the deep work? Sorry, now you've started going deep into it, so I have to stop you right now
I
and ask you.
think one thing which we're consciously doing, it's a nice thing which we're doing, is I heard some life coach say this, that try to reframe your self-talk statement. So in the morning itself, in the morning meeting itself, I'll give you one example. We were having, while I was coming here, I just did a quick huddle with the team. So a team member said that, Prita, I'm scared that we won't be able to finish the project in the
So and
given
so time,
timeline, and that will impact our profitability. So I was like, Ananya, sorry Ananya, I'm quoting you. Ananya, Sanjana, Jigya, I love you all. Just saying that. Let's just reframe that statement and make it that we will manage in a more affirmative way. So, smallest thing which improving your self-talk is.
Yeah. So actually, one of the
These
leaders.
are very micro things,
Yeah, I remember having similar conversation with one of the leaders
Yeah.
we work with,
You're
and I
right.
told her that, and she's a very senior leader, and
Yeah.
I had said, I'm trying this. Worst case scenario, what will happen will not happen.
Yeah.
And she said, this is what women do.
Right.
And they cut themselves short even before it's happened.
I know.
And she then gave example, and she said, it's not even happened as of
Right.
now, and you're planning to do something new, and you're
Right.
discussing it with me, and
Right.
you've already said that nahi hoga to koi baat nahi.
Right.
So nahi hoga to kyun, why do we prepare ourselves for failure even before succeeding?
Right.
Is something that comes, it's at very core of our conditioning, I feel. So you raised a very important part, that self-talk that we give ourselves and the way we talk, often without even realizing we have cut ourselves short. Instead of that, let's at least try to make it happen.
Yeah.
And then the result is, of course, not in your hands. And I think that's what, that we've gone to Gita Gyan now.
Yeah, we've gone complete spiritual mode. Spiritual mode.
Karm karo, phal ki ichha mat karo, and coming back to the
That
fun.
is not going to happen. Ye nahi hone wala.
Okay, let's go back to the fun.
Yeah, let's go back to the fun.
So what do clients look for you, and how do clients find you? What sort of clients are something that you deal with? And not just client, I think they're collaborators.
Yeah.
The industry we are in,
Right.
it's actually about synergies.
Right.
And it's basically a two-way pitch.
Right.
So tell me, so if it is a two-way pitch, ये mail कैसे बनेगा?
Okay, if you talk about our typical clientele, when we started off with this whole SIAT thing, my idea
देखो बार-बार SIAT बोल रही हो, पहले बताओ SIAT डिटेल में बताओ.
डिटेल में बता दो.
SIAT is basically science and art, and she told me that this is something there, and I was like, science or art storytelling में कैसे लाते हो? So tell me, what happened to SIAT, and how have you kind of
pivoted?
Yeah.
So SIAT का idea simple था, that we wanted to work with innovators or people who come from a bit of a science background or an innovation background.
और इसकी कहानी of course घर से शुरू हुई.
हाँ, कहानी घर से शुरू हुई. We worked with 2 IIT backed startups, and these are, one is in the waste recycling space, biotech, biotech startup. Another one was a clean tech startup, which is called Albatross. The first one is called Fermentech. To make branding approachable and interesting for these people as well, because at the end of the day, India needs a lot of its Apple moments when we talk about innovation and science.
And अभी हम इस बारे में बात कर रहे हैं, मुझे बहुत it's a very important conversation to have with just Startup Mahakumbh just ending, and the entire social media talking about क्या भारत में delivery boy वाली services
दुकानदारी चाहिए.
ये वाला startup.
I'm not going to comment on that. I'm not going to comment.
No, I'm not even going to the controversies. I'm not saying that we're talking about it, but I'm saying it's a very important conversation to have right now, with so many people giving their opinions around कि ये होना चाहिए, and you trying to be that I'll give you that Hindi word, हम सिर्फ निमित्त हैं.
हाँ,
So someone needs to.
निमित्त मात्र कारण
हाँ,
है, जैसे
निमित्त मात्र कारण
कारण
है.
है.
So we are just means to the,
Yeah, yeah.
we are just the
Means
medium
to the
to
end,
the.
yeah.
So अब वो अगर हम वो medium है, अगर वो हम
जी.
जरिया बन रहे हैं to start that conversation, so I would first like to appreciate that intent.
Thank you.
That because there enough isn't said about
Yeah.
how we actually need some time to
Right.
communicate the most beautiful ideas.
Right.
नहीं तो वो पहुंच ही नहीं पाता.
जी.
So
Yeah, but then what happened is that we realized that sciencey stuff is very niche. Like example, we worked with this science experience center called Param Innovation in Bangalore. We designed, we collaborated with this wonderful woodwork firm in Nagpur called Saws and Beans, and we designed content boards for them. And what we realized is that the sciencey is going to take some time for people to have that willingness to pay, because the reality is that they are still finding their way out in terms of branding themselves, in terms of willingness to pay. So we broadened the scope of SciArt, and now what we call it is that we are a brand communication studio for breakthrough innovators. Because we work with a lot of, let's be honest, we work with a lot of non-science background people as well. Like most recently, we did the branding for a global think tank called Observer Research Foundation for their marquee event, which is called Raisina Dialogue. And of course, global leaders are there,
Yeah.
including PM Modi was there. So that became but the underlying fact has to be that you have the intent of a breakthrough, you have the intent of an innovation. And yes, we still remain committed to the idea that we want to champion the sciencey, geeky innovators who wouldn't otherwise think of branding as well.
Running an agency, हम तो agency बुलाते हैं.
हाँ, बुलाओ जो बुलाना है.
Running an agency for the past 10 years, I've realized some of them actually don't really know what they're looking for. और ये ना because of agency ही है, because बहुत सारी agencies, कई लोगों ने नए लोगों ने शुरू कर ली होती है, कई नए सीखे होते हैं. आजकल तो कॉलेज के निकलते भी एजेंसी शुरू हो जाती है. So a lot of people have gotten their hands burnt,
right,
because of this.
Right.
And I don't know मैं क्यों अपने कुल्हाड़ी पे कुल्हाड़ी मार रही हूँ, कुल्हाड़ी पे पैर रख रही हूँ, but I'm having this conversation right now because I think it's a very important conversation to have. And again, I was talking to Preta before we started, and she told me that you've started something for founders and you're running cohorts for them to talk about brand marketing, communication, creative strategy, storytelling. Please tell me more about this.
So not exactly cohort. What we're doing is, because we're celebrating 3 years of Purple Blue House on 20th April. Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
We are essentially offering 3 complimentary branding workshops to any founder, innovator, leader who wants to think of his or her brand in a very different way, or who wants to just position the brand in a different way. And yeah, open to we've put out a post on socials. You can write to us. You can write to me. My email ID is on public domain. I'm happy to have these interactions. We want to make people feel that what are you going to go through if you collaborate with us. We want them to get a sneak peek of that experience. So that's the whole idea of the compliment.
Calling all breakthrough innovators of Bharat to reach out to the Purple Blue House.
Thank you so much.
And let there be the synergies for you guys to explore. And because I feel this, you walking half the mile works really well. I have done that in the past with a few people, and it does well, and especially in your niche that you're building. And as I said, contributing to the larger goal. I want to ask you the most important question. Why Purple Blue House?
When Kodak, the founder of Kodak, I forgot his name, named the company Kodak, there was no rationale. It just clicked.
Right.
And it became not just like Google, it not just became a brand name.
Yeah, it became an adjective, no? Kodak moment.
Kodak moment.
For the longest time, people used to call that
and
Kodak
still,
moment.
I mean, previously it's a Kodak moment.
बुढ़ापे वाले लोग बोलते
बुढ़ापे वाले अब नहीं बोलते हैं.
आप पूछ जाके लोगों से कोडाक होता क्या है?
कोडाक क्या होता है? I know.
So, yeah.
I know. अब तो reel worthy moment बोलते हैं.
अब रील वर्दी बोल होता है.
Of course.
Exactly.
But Kodak moment bola jata tha.
Yeah.
So Purple Blue House is a very simple. Purple is my favorite color. When we were thinking of naming, I hired one of my friend's sister who's also a designer turned policy maker now. Yeah.
मतलब उल्टा है वहाँ.
हाँ उल्टा है वहाँ पे ये हुआ. तो we were contemplating names who we were thinking of animals, but hundreds of brand names were
Animals. हाँ.
animals. Your Sleepy Owl, Foxy Moron, and everything, and great names. I love all of the names, no offense. But Purple Blue House was like easy to recall.
But
And
why
the-
purple and blue? Purple I understood is your favorite color. What about blue?
It just happened. There is no rationale. I'll be very honest. And house was because we wanted to make it a house of many things, and we still do many things. That's the
And
reason.
house evokes a
And-
lot of emotions also.
Yeah,
because
and
of-
the best part about the brand, which we never thought about the name, anytime anyone sees, even for that matter, when they see Adani's Purple Blue, they're like, in fact, my IIM professor said this. वो अदानी का पर्पल ब्लू देख के तुम्हारा पर्पल ब्लू हाउस याद आता है. I'm like, that's great. The idea is remember it. Yeah.
True. Because you know, a lot of times creative souls, you know, people feel इसके पीछे बहुत बड़ी लंबी कहानी होगी, ये होगा, वो होगा. Trust me, sometimes the simplest of things can communicate exactly what you want to communicate.
I agree. I
And
completely agree.
As long as it's close to our heart, as long as it
Yeah.
serves the purpose, it works.
It works.
So my previous company was Purple.
Oh,
So
yeah.
so purple.com, I was
Yeah.
working there before Thought in a Dot. And हमारा तो Purple का spelling भी double L था.
Double L था. I
And बहुत बार
remember.
बोलते थे इसका क्या होगा. And बहुत time तक when we were because I was part of it right from starting days and we used to always ask कि इस extra L का क्या करेंगे? Should we give some meaning?
Right.
ये वो. फिर trust me, by the time you leave Purple, that's one thing you go with. You start writing Purple with double L. So at the end.
That was the rationale. I mean, you just need to keep it simple. That's what we tell our brands. Like, keep it simple. Don't go behind, some fancy name which you can't even pronounce at the end of the day. So, yeah.
And I think that's exactly what the Purple Hub Blue House does. It keeps it simple. You go through all their brand stories and case studies. I was going through Hale, I think, is one of
Yeah.
them. Then there's Saire, I think, another.
Sayer.
Sayer, okay, yeah, Sayer, right, sorry, my bad. Sayer, then Hale, and they're very beautifully explained in these nutshell videos that Prerita and her teammates come. So please go and watch their, follow them on LinkedIn and Instagram, and you'll be able to find out how these beautiful creative studios, communication studios are coming up within the heart of the country who are trying to define, help people, innovators specifically, to tell the defining moments in the most creative way possible. And for that, thank you so much, Prerita.
Thank you so much, Riddhi, for making me speak about these things. It gives, the more you speak about these things, the more clarity I get in my head. This is not just about a podcast, it's more about what I want to say to people and to you and what I don't want to say. It gets more clarity, basically.
Before we leave, please do tell us how you felt about the conversation, and would you want to ask something to us? So we'll be more than happy to ask.
Why Thought in a Dot?
Counter question. I like it. But Thought in a Dot came from this. So when I used to go for meetings and everything, this is something that has been with me right from college days.
Lovely
So
dot.
Thought in a Dot comes from here. It's actually given by one of my friends and a cinematographer, Mr. Amitabha Singh. For the good 3-4 years, I did not have a name for the agency. It was just something that I used to go with and we are running something. And then he was like, kya rakhe? You know, I want to go with something like this because that's who I am. And when we were going through the podcast names, I was telling Abhish that, you know, I'm trying really hard. Ye rakhe, and there were a lot of names.
Yeah.
So मैंने कहा ये रख लेते हैं. क्यों wannabe हो रही है? Thought in a Dot रख. If I think Thought in a Dot, I'll think Riddhi.
Yeah.
So, you know, so I said, yeah. So if people
Yeah.
can, you know, connect it to someone.
Yeah.
So yeah, same way. If you think purple, people who know you will know, okay, Prerita's favorite color.
Yeah.
So the point being that, so that's how Thought came. And of course, uske baad to we are a creative studio. So there are no dots to creativity. There's
Of course,
dots
of
to
course.
thoughts.
I hope
That's
we can
our story.
collaborate though.
We will.
Yeah, I hope
We
can.
are.
Yeah, we are collaborating. Yeah.
Okay, so thank you so much for coming here.
Thank you so much. Like, subscribe, Thought in a Dot, as well as Purple Blue House.
Yes.
And I hope I didn't ramble too much, and I hope I made some sense to some of you. And I hope we get to collaborate.